Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so we have the card Sandalwood Awareness in the category of awareness. So these cards have both the trigger statement as well as a true statement. The trigger statement reads, I never get what I want. The true statement is, I am a powerful creator. Listen to your inner voice, release your ideas of the outcome you wish to see, and trust that you are aligned with the universe. Off the bat here, I definitely feel like there may be something that is working out for you, but it's not working out for you the way that you thought it would. For others of you, there's something to do with timing when it comes to this connection here. Maybe you're growing impatient with the situation. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting for something to occur, or you've been anticipating something, but you feel let down or disappointed in a way. But initially, what I was getting is something is coming in for you, but maybe not the way that you thought it would. There could be something pertaining to this connection that is currently being like divinely orchestrated, or there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Okay, let's see what's going on. And, you know, the trigger statement reads, I never get what I want. Some of you could feel like, you know, who you attract in your life or the relationships that you desire. You may feel like you're always faced with some sort of difficulty, or it feels complex. There could be a question of, why can't things feel more smooth sailing, or why do things have to feel so complicated? Okay, some of you could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus with the Empress on the bottom of the deck. And we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, this is an incoming offer. This is someone who definitely admires you and sees the potential in the connection here. For some of you, you could have children of your own, or there's something to do with creating some sort of a family dynamic that is coming up here. So this could be someone who wants to build with you. This could be someone who's, you know, opening up to you and letting you know that, you know, they are working towards, or they want to work towards something long term. But they are viewing you as very caring, nurturing. But initially what I was getting is someone who is reaching out to you, or an incoming offer from someone who really admires you. They see the potential. They feel that there is a lot to explore here with the Empress. You may have a way of connecting with this person where they feel like they can confide in you about pretty much anything. So like, yes, of course, you guys could feel like you guys are lovers, but this person could also feel like you guys have some sort of like a best friend dynamic as well, where there's like the comfort level is very much there. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Ten of Wands. Yeah, it seems to me that this person could be viewing you as feeling burdened by something. And I was, you know, touching on maybe you feeling like something is not working out the way that you wanted it to, or you're waiting on something, and maybe that alone, some sort of waiting game, is becoming very draining for you. But they are viewing you as either feeling burdened or carrying like a very heavy load on your own, right? So they may feel like you either have a lot of responsibility to take care of, and that's visible to them, or it could be specifically pertaining to this connection. They may feel like you're viewing the connection as you know, one-sided, or feeling like you're putting forth most of the effort, or you're giving to it more than you're receiving from it. But they are viewing you as very drained, emotionally exhausted, having to do something or go through something on your own without the help of others. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups followed by the Eight of Wands in the challenge position. Yeah, this is someone who really wants to, you know, see some sort of progress. And I do see this person communicating with you. Nine of Cups is someone who is viewing you as wish fulfillment, or feeling very content with the current dynamic. But those two cards are coming up in the challenge position. So there may be something that's very difficult for this person to express, or it could be opening up about their emotions. Because Nine of Cups and Eight of Wands is like, I want to see progress, or I feel very deeply towards Aquarius. But because it's coming up in that position, it may be someone who is, struggling with opening up, or they know how they feel about you, but they're having a difficult time articulating their feelings towards you. But I still see that they're going to, come forward, or if you're communicating with them, there is some sort of an emotional confession here that can make you, or that will lead to you feeling very happy with that Nine of Cups. How are you viewing them? The Chariot. Some of you could be dealing with the Cancer. It seems to me that you're just ready for the next step. You're ready to, experience some sort of progress here. So it could be letting me know that this is a connection that has been stagnant for quite some time, right? And I did mention that there's something to do with timing that is coming up persistently. Since I opened your spread, I was getting that message. So for many of you, it is, you're viewing the connection as, I want to see more progress. I want to be able to move forward with this person. But there could also be something here that you're accepting about this person or this connection this week. Because the Chariot is usually forward movement or progress after some form of acceptance, right? So whether it's you're accepting the differences, whether it's you are coming to terms with something that you guys are not seeing eye to eye on, whether it's you're agreeing to disagree, there's something here that you're accepting about this person and about the connection that you share with them. It may be something that was not visible to you in the past, or it was visible to you in the past, but you may have had a hard time kind of fathoming it or digesting, that very thing. So definitely see you accepting something, more like accepting the reality of a situation and wanting to see some sort of progress. For many of you, there's some sort of a stuck energy, or this connection could have been at a pause. If that's not the case, there may be something that feels very on and off about this connection, where you're tired of the inconsistency and you kind of just want it to flow. And you want to see more consistency from their end. So we have the Nine of Wands in your feelings and the Knight of Pentacles. There could be something here that you're holding on to, or something that is causing you to feel a bit defensive. Now, Nine of Wands, I strongly feel like, this could be an energy of having someone blocked, or there's some sort of blocks that you feel in the connection. But we have the Knight of Pentacles, and that's a very slow moving energy. So there's, not to sound too repetitive, but the fact that there's something that was, or a very stagnant energy, or a very slow moving energy when it comes to this connection, it does make you question where things are headed with this person. It does kind of result in a bit of a doubtful energy when it comes to this connection here. I feel like this is a week where you're being very premeditated, or you're thinking about every possible outcome. The Knight of Pentacles could be when you're, observing a situation, but you're doing things in a diligent manner. So it's not like you're acting on impulse emotion. Even if you want something to happen sooner than, or if you want something to happen very quickly, or something to come in for you, there is an energy of kind of like hitting the brakes, or doing things one at a time. With the Nine of Wands, I also feel like that's my Wounded Warrior card, right? And I did say with, in terms of how they're viewing you with the Ten of Wands, they are viewing you as drained, or having to do something on your own. So I think that's just confirming how they're viewing you. You are feeling exhausted, you are feeling drained, but there is a part of you that's very determined to figure something out here. Even if it's not necessarily jumping into a commitment, it could be just conversing with this person, reconnecting, or moving past an obstacle that just has been ongoing, right? Maybe there's something here that you really want to accept, or you want this person to accept something about the connection here, and thinking about it and feeling like there's nothing being done about it could cause more of an uneasy feeling. So I do feel like you want to get to the bottom of, or get to the root of an issue here. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Devil card. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. So this could be a connection where it's about, a decision, or that's what it boils down to, right? Maybe you are tired of waiting on someone who is maybe facing an internal battle, or you are tired of an obstacle being in the way of the both of you coming together, right? So the devil, it's usually an interference, but it doesn't necessarily need to be in your physical environment. It could be something that an energy is going through mentally or emotionally, right? Whether it's a behavioral trait, whether it's some sort of a repetitive pattern or a coping mechanism that's not the best here. But with the devil and the six of pentacles, that's usually when you're viewing someone as spreading themselves too thin, or they are giving most of their attention and focus to something else, even if it's themselves or their finances, where it's causing you to feel some sort of neglect in this connection here. Many of you want this person to make a firm decision. I also feel like this is a week where you're trying to maintain a lot at once, right? Whether it's you're picking up extra shifts, whether it's something has come up for you where someone, requires your financial assistance. It's like, it seems to me in your energy that you're trying to maintain a lot at once, but this person is still on your mind. But something about this person or this connection is causing you to feel very drained also. The devil in your feelings could be you thinking about this person a lot more frequently this week than maybe what you're used to. And it could also be, again, getting to the root of something that feels unhealthy, or some of you may feel like, I can't stop thinking about this person. I definitely feel like there's, a cord or some sort of an attachment here, but you could be getting to the bottom of that or trying to figure out why you feel the way that you do. And I'm strongly getting like you do feel deeply towards this person, but you wish that things weren't so complicated, or you wish that something could just kind of flow. So there may be aspects to this connection where you feel things are forced, or you really have to like put your foot down or communicate or kind of like put a lot of effort into seeing some sort of progress, and which is, fine, but it could become draining because there's a part of you that wishes that, again, things were just flowing instead of you constantly having to explain something or do something. Almost like applied pressure here. Ace of Cups clarifying the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Swords clarifying the Eight of Wands. So I see this person coming in with clarity. We have two aces there, and we also have the Nine of Cups. So this is, potential for a new beginning. And remember, the aces in the deck are opportunities that present themselves to us, and it's up to us to act on those opportunities, right? And so, again, those two cards coming up in the challenge position, even though I feel this could be someone who is struggling with what to say or how to confess how they feel, I don't feel their worry is going to outweigh their desire to confess their true emotions towards you. Ace of Swords is usually like a breakthrough in this connection. And because it's clarifying the Eight of Wands, I'm strongly getting that it's a conversation that is either going to be very healing, or a conversation that is going to lead to clarity, where the both of you feel less confused and more at ease. With the Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups, I definitely feel like this is an offer that's going to make you very happy. This could also be something that you were wishing for or manifesting in the past. But, and I say this with transparency, this is definitely an offer that has taken a while to come in for you, because I'm still persistently getting a download of you waiting on something, or maybe even feeling like, am I really going to receive what I want from this connection? And I definitely feel like this is a connection that wasn't always easy, right? Because we have the Nine of Wands in your feelings, which is, like I said, the Wounded Warrior card. So there are some sort of wounds that you're healing or working through, or, it could just be letting me know that there were a lot of obstacles in this connection as well. Okay, so Queen of Cups in their feelings, and the Three of Pentacles. This is a heart-to-heart conversation in hopes that you guys could come to a mutual agreement here. Three of Pentacles is someone who wants to work together. They want to collaborate, but it could be more, it's their emotions, but mixed with a logical approach. It's not coming in with an emotional outpour and not having a plan. The Three of Pentacles, it requires some sort of a plan or a vision that they have in mind. So yes, it may start off, initially as an emotional confession, but it's in hopes that you guys could create some sort of a plan to work together or to take the next steps in this connection. The World card and the Moon card. Someone could also be making travel plans. Like, for example, if this is a long distance union, this could be someone who is trying to make a plan to move closer to you so that things could be more stable. But that may be something that they're not communicating with you communicating about with you in the current moment, especially if they're still working towards it. With the World card as well as the Moon, it could also be an energy of someone who feels there is some sort of secrecy in this connection, or there's a lot that's in the unknown. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to turn over a new leaf, but I'm not really sure what the future holds. Because the Moon could be when you're not seeing something in the current moment. And it doesn't mean that there's a lack of potential, or it cannot happen in the future. It's just kind of like when you have a hard time seeing past illusions, or there's something that is occurring, but it's occurring behind the scenes. So I do feel like a part of this person is viewing the connection as there's a lot that I don't know, or there's a lot that I don't know in terms of what the future holds when it comes to this connection. So we have the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands and the potential outcome. This person is very protective of you or this connection here. They're very determined to, pursue things with you. But Seven of Wands could also be a very protective energy where whether it's, they're not speaking about this connection to others, whether it's they're not wanting to hear the opinion of others. It's like they're protecting this connection and they don't want anything to get in the way of the plan that they have to work with you or to come together with you. The Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands, the Two of Wands. So this communication that's coming in, not only is it going to make you happy, or not only is it going to just be an emotional confession, it is creating a plan. Two of Wands is another card of planning, and it's usually, this could be someone who's waiting for a sign from you. So like when you guys are communicating, there could be something in particular that they're asking you in hopes that you guys are on the same page. And Two of Wands could be, choosing to relocate. It could be, just travel plans, or whether it's, wanting to spend more time with you or quite literally move closer to you. But I do see this conversation is going to lead to some sort of planning when it comes to the future of this connection. Okay. So let's see if there's anything they want to communicate here. So we have, I find you so attractive. And we do have the King of Wands and the potential outcome. And Eight of Wands is also like a very fast-moving energy, someone who may even feel an urgency to pursue things with you. I am becoming a better person, okay? I bury myself in work to forget you. So there could be a bit of an avoidant energy, devil in your feelings. You may be aware of some sort of coping mechanism that's not the best. And then it also reads, I wish I could take back my words. So there's definitely something here that this person could be regretting. Maybe something they wish that they communicated in a better manner, or quite literally feeling like I should have never said that very thing to Aquarius. Okay. What's interesting is bottom of the deck, it says the timing just wasn't right for us. And I think persistently throughout the reading, I did mention that timing is playing a large factor here. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.